Okay. Hello. Hi guys. That was weird. Alright, hi guys, CJ Stone here for the Brain Dose Imagine Game. This is going to be my first video in a while. What is today? It's March... Or no, it's not even March. What am I talking about? It's April 4th, I want to say. I'll probably be able to get this video out tomorrow. April 5th. Anyway, this is like half a what's been going on, and it's going to be an actual video. Look at how sad that number is. I've been playing with a bunch of assholes in Dota lately. Anyway, so it's been a while. Quick update on what I've been up to. I'm currently I was cast as the lead for Little Shop of Horrors. I was cast for about December. And for a while, like, I restarted the channel during that time. For a while, I was able to kind of sit back, keep playing, that kind of stuff. And the reason for that is because I was able to spend, like, one night, kind of get Fallout up and working. But the Gamebryo engine is really old. It hasn't been working with me. Modding-wise, I never really got a chance to go back to it recently. Well, I never got a chance to go back to it for a little bit, and then I got really, really busy, because Little Shop of Horrors, it actually, next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will be performing, so, after next weekend, I should be pretty much free. I'm already making plans to, like, you know, not do jack shit. Getting together with a bunch of friends and that kind of stuff. So after next weekend, I'll be free to kind of get back into the swing of things. I'll be able to take another poke at it. I tried to mod Skyrim, like, in the meantime, but that just totally fucking crashed. It's the big downside of what Bethesda did using the same engine for multiple games. Like, the engine just isn't that great anymore. It was okay in the time, but nowadays, not being able to use a full 4 gigs is really stupid. I recently learned that I have a bunch of money coming my way, so I might do Let's Plays of The Witcher. This, of course, assuming that I can get through The Witcher 1 and 2 before The Witcher 3 comes out. But I am very happy to have that game coming out soon. I've been super up for it. I might play through Pillars of Eternity. I don't know by the time I get it if it'll be, like, too late. But from what I've seen of it, it interests me immensely. I know, like, by the time I got Wasteland 2, it was kind of a bit bleh. No one was really interested in it. But Pillars of Eternity, very interested in. It looks like a very good RPG, so I might be playing that. So that's pretty much what's been happening with me. I've been very busy, but hopefully very soon that's all going to disappear, and I'll be back with my other lovely audience. I've been swapping audiences around. That's been my main problem. Hold on a second. Is my phone, like, charged, finally? Yeah, it looks like it. Should probably turn that on. I'm going to get a billion calls right now. So what I'm going to be doing, we're dropping out of all pick just for a little bit of time. I'm going to try to teach people Dota. I understand that this is a monumental task. I understand that I myself might not know enough Dota to teach other people, but, I feel I've been hearing more often, I've looked into a few, both PC Gamer and Rock Paper Shotgun recently participated in the recreational, kind of a play on the international, and their people, Pip and I cannot off the top of my head remember the PC Gamer guy, but they had to teach teams. 2 of them. They pretty much created a team out of people who had never played Dota before and tried to get them prepared in like a month or so. And their articles kind of got me thinking, I could learn a lot from going back through and just trying to teach Dota to a bunch of people. I'm level 26 now. I've got 317 hours to my name. I've got 257 games. I'm almost at 300 games. So I'm not some noob. Like, you know, my opinion matters, basically. I'm not some idiot. And I do, like, when I may be at 726 MMR, but when that's not as much a wail on how well I play as much as it is a wail on how well my teammates play. Because I had a game, I wanted to actually record this and show it off as like a thing of, hey guys, this is why ranked solo queue is bullshit. I'm one of the many people who are pushing for a ladder system, such as in StarCraft. League of Legends has one. For fuck's sake, League of Legends has a ladder system and Dota doesn't. I mean, God's sakes. Heroes of the Storm, which I have been enjoying recently, they have a ladder system. Hearthstone has a ladder. Pretty much any game that is played professionally except for Dota has a ladder system. And it makes a lot more sense because it refreshes at the end of the month. So instead of me having to grinding for 1,000 years, losing like 20 matches because of random assholes and really getting fucked all the time to gain, 10 points of MMR, which is what it always feels like, it's a lot easier to be good, basically. Like, it's not easier to be good. It's a lot easier to be recognized that you are good in a ladder system. Like, it's really easy for me to say that the first month I ever played StarCraft, I was in gold tier. The first month I ever played StarCraft 2 ranked, I got into gold tier. Like, that is an easy thing. I can say that. It is true. You can go back through and look at my profile and you will see gold tier for that month. It's a lot easier. Like, a ladder system is just better for Dota. It simply is. Every other place has one. They're smarter. They're easier. Fucking get on it, Valve. I want it with Source 2. Because the MMR system is just piss. And they've kind of been realizing it. They've been doing some recent tweaks to it to kind of... They've kind of been making it to where people with higher MMR, like, people will listen to them more, and that is because we are in a really shit tier now that has become me, so people sometimes listen to me. But going back to what I was originally on, I was gonna do my ladder rant when I was showing off this match that I had, where I was playing a support line because no one else was gonna play support. Welcome to all pick ranked matches. Still no one fucking plays support. And we had an Invoker mid who was fairly well, and we had a CM who just pretty much quit. They were like, okay, let's just get this over with. Let's get it done. They're going to beat us. This was around the 20-minute mark. Now, this is our CM who's just like, oh my gosh, they're so terrible. He was flaming on us. He was saying, oh, I bet you make videos and shit. LOL. Fuck you. Let me see if I want to know if I can actually find the person. I can. I know I can. I have the replay saved even. That's how long I've been waiting for this. Here you go. His name was GDub Wagbadix. This guy was the one who did it. I want everyone to go to this guy's profile. I want you to sit there and I want you to send him fuck you, because it was literally him he fucked entirely. And he was flaming us as we did it. Me and it was Molly playing the Invoker. We held out for an additional 40 minutes with pretty much the entire rest of the team not helping. I think I got off. I ended up having some stupid amounts of luxury items because it just took so long. I ended up actually getting my Aghanim Scepter, and I think I got a 5-man Earth Spike. And then I got a 3-man Finger because of the AoE of it. Like, we were holding off. It was literally just me and this Invoker winning, basically, the game solo. But now I'm understanding that there are people who do not understand what I just said, which is why I'm making this kind of basically. Because there are people who, like... I'm lucky, I feel. I started learning Dota with the International. So all of the weird, crazy Dota terms, I picked them up. I saw what was going on. I knew what the Dota terms meant. I did some research on my own time every now and again. And like by the time that the what was it called? It was like, I think it was called the newbie stream. or something like that. It was something similar to that. It was a stream for people who hadn't like watched a lot of Dota before. Like they played it a little bit, they played some pubs, they hadn't gone to rank, they weren't like, you know, people who weren't really professional Dota. They hadn't watched a lot of Pro Dota yet for TI4. By that point in time, I pretty much knew all the words, like the lingo and that kind of stuff. So I knew, like, I had the benefit of, I learned a lot of Dota really quickly on. What I don't realize is that most people don't. There are a lot of people who, you know, just don't kind of know what a lot of these terms mean. And I never really thought to explain it in a lot of my videos. So I'm going to now. I'm going to start... I'm not doing... I know some people will do like an A to Z kind of video. If I had thought of this before I started, I would have done that. But because I would have just done it based on the hero challenge. Son of a misclick. I would have done it based on the hero challenge because, you know, it was a kind of cool thing. Has anyone ever finished the hero challenge yet, or could I still be first? Few details. Best full challenge. Okay, so no one has actually completed the challenge yet. I'm on Troll Warlord. I've gotten, yeah, I've completed 12 out of my 110. I'm 10% of the way. Troll Warlord. Remarkably, I can't beat Troll Warlord. It makes me sad because that's like the hero, and Lich is next. I would do that, but I've already missed a few, so I don't really want to. And besides, the hero challenge isn't. It's not good at teaching heroes. It's good at bragging. It's good at showing off, like, oh man, I'm so fucking good at Dota. Like it's really good for that, but for the most part, like hero challenge wise, it's not really good for teaching you. I mean, to be fair, like actually, I feel like I learned a lot from the hero challenge, and I've kind of been doing my own hero challenges recently. I took it upon myself. I've learned Silencer recently. Very, very good hero. I learned Line of my own accord. I learned Invoker. I've been playing a little bit of Invoker. Played a little bit of Phantom Assassin recently. Been a huge fan of that. I'm a huge Phantom Assassin fan, I'll be honest. But now I'm going to dumb it down. We're not just going to first pick Sniper. What I want to do is I don't want to teach people how to play Dota. You can learn how to play Dota. I want to teach you how to play it well. Dash ping. Alright. Like, I don't want you to be the guy who just first picks, who first picks Sniper for 30 games or whatever. I want you to be a person who, like, you understand Dota at a level... We so are. Step 1, trash talk. No. I want you guys to understand Dota so that you can help your team. Dota is a team game, and when you play Sniper, as I had done before they changed Sniper, I don't think he's nerfed yet, but that was a while ago. Axe. Why can I not log in Axe? Oh, they changed least... Oh, wait, this is least played. Oops. Never mind. That doesn't matter. This will be easier on me. I meant to do, limited heroes, I think. Dicks. This is kind of awkward now, because now I have to pick a support that I don't play very often, and that doesn't mean Lion. Or techies. I can't play techies. Damn, I cannot play a lot of heroes. We can play the VS. That'd be a good hero. Let's see. What's a good hero for noobs to learn? I have to kind of think of this. Noobs who kind of want to learn how to do heroes well. We're not going to pick Pugna. Shit, we don't have a lot of time left. Who's a hero that's pretty easy to play?
10 seconds remaining.
Let's play Coddle.
5 seconds remain.
Sure. I picked him because I have items for him. this actually isn't the worst hero for new people. We're gonna get the frame rate drop. I already have, early on, I don't know if this is as big a thing anymore, but I use, the 6.83, by Tortellini for pretty much all of them. We are going to be a hard support in this scenario. Now, a hard support is sometimes called a position 6. Oh, never mind. We have a Crystal Maiden. Oh, well. We're still going to hard support. Oh, damn, we can actually.
By your leave.
See him by wards. Now, what a hard support is, which we aren't because I failed.
A milestone.
LOL. A hard support, you don't take farm like at all. A hard support, you buy warrior, you buy wards and courier off the start. Generally, these are your people that need levels more than gold. One big one is who is it?
What's that you say?
Oh boy. Man, that was quick.
'Tis hardly a challenge.
We're gonna take it anyway. A hard support is someone you're position 6. You get levels. You don't take any farm at all, and you buy both courier and wards. Lion is a really good hard support. Eventually, you kind of have to farm with him. Oh boy, this is called the creep block.
I'll ride ahead.
The idea here is that you get an equilibrium in the lane closer to your tower. It's very important on this hard lane, more so than it is on the bottom lane, the safe lane, due to the fact that, you know, down here, it's closer to your tower. The lane will usually be closer to their tower, and this lane is closer to their tower. The wards are set. Can that be a talkie thingy?
I am honored.
Oh boy. We are going up against the Bat Rider. This is not going to be the most fun lane. Should be alright though. As far as they go, Coddle is stupidly good. What you do basically is you sit back and spam illuminates. It is like, you're not, as it said there, try to avoid, but it's really good. So what we're doing here is we're denying creeps. What you do, the good thing about denying is it denies the enemy gold and experience, mostly experience in the lower brackets. Is this? Yeah, this is chakra magic. Alright. You don't honestly have to care too much. Oh boy, we're not actually going to get out of this one, are we? And now we do the one thing we're not supposed to do. Feed! Okay. Before we even start talking, this is the problem I felt I was going to have. Is that I was going to start talking about things that are really high level. Okay. So, yeah, it's important to know your lanes, your positions. At the end of the day, I think I should take a guide more appropriate if anyone knows what Purge's Guide to Dota, You Suck. Now, step 1, do not feed. Whatever you do. Mine was a bit of a misplay. I didn't realize that the bat was not on my team, because I'm stupid. I suppose.
Finders, keepers.
But that's the first thing you don't want to do is feed away a bunch of kills. That's the worst thing you can do in Dota. That's what will get you. People will say, you know, LOL, you are Hitler.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Where to?
Like you don't want to do that. Is feed. Oh boy, here we go. That is a very good question.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
This Zeus is me basically.
You bring a bloom of youth to these pallid cheeks, m'lady. By your leave.
LOL. You don't want to feed. Now, feeding is when you die, basically. Pretty much early.
Leading light.
Don't die early. If you can avoid it. There's some heroes that can do this a little better than others. You have your we're missing. There's some heroes that can do this better than others. Some can deny themselves, etc. But for the most part, just do not die, and you're halfway to being okay at Dota.
Bottom is missing.
There it goes. Chakra.
Another big thing to do is call missings as a support. Missing is stuff like there are two ways to call missing. One of them is using the wheel. This is if you press Y, you'll get this wheel up, and you can call missings, etc. The better way to do it is if you hit Y, or not Y, if you hit Alt, you can like click on the hero's portrait up here, and that'll be able to say a specific hero is missing, which is arguably a little bit more important to be able to say that, you know, like Batrider, say Batrider is missing. Now Batrider is a fantastic, he's really, really good at getting like solo pickoffs in the jungle or whatever. Or not in the, well, he's good at jungling as well, but he's really good at getting solo pickoffs because of his ultimate Flaming Lasso, which will hold a target and pull them back. Because of that, like, around, not really around this time, I don't think.
Yes.
But usually you want to call out missings, so that other people in the lane can kind of tell, like your mid and stuff, that they're missing, and that they should be on the lookout for those kinds of people.
Bottom is missing.
Here we go.
Hooray, my steed.
We're taking farm because there's no one here.
Died.
Awkwardly, we aren't actually playing a kind of, we're not playing the right position. Here we go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mana leak him,
Where was I? Kundalini.
and this should stop him from being able to kill us.
The light
Bottom is
shines.
Yeah.
missing.
There we go. So people, we actually got a few rotations coming up here. These are going to be our friends trying to help. Awkwardly, why do I have...
Mine.
Really weirdly, I do actually have a way to do it, so... Oh well. Here you go. You can see our friends are taking out the Batrider. We're not going to help them. That's a more advanced thing. We don't want to help. Here you go. What we're going to do is we're going to find out that the Razor is actually here,
Milestone.
and we're going to help take out him by using our mana leak.
I'll ride ahead. Kundalini. I bring dark's banishment.
Oh boy.
I am honored. The mana is leaking. There it goes. 'Tis hardly a challenge.
What does my ultimate actually do?
The light shines.
There we go.
That's all it takes.
Zeus. Doing well. Big brawls happening. Haven't been able to talk too much about them.
Shine on.
But now I'm pulling back, so
Where to?
this is becoming a little bit more easy to say. Now,
Where were we?
another big thing early on is towers. These are your objectives. However, it's like you don't want to go too hard on any particular tower until far later. Like where we're at right now, this is okay. What we're doing, we're just kind of poking at it. Later on in the game, we're going to be really pushing these towers down.
Right for the
What that is called, it's, and we're actually still in farm, so we can go here. There are a few different kind of, let's call them phases. There's 3 phases of the game.
By your leave.
You don't really hear these talked about too much, though. Even if you watch the streams, you don't really hear about the phases too much. But they're there. They do exist. You have the laning phase. It's usually called the early game. Then you have the mid game, which is more the team fight stage. Don't you want help?
I'll ride ahead.
Okay, no. If he dies, it's not on our head.
What's that you say?
I return.
Thunderstruck.
Oh boy, I can see why now.
My quest continues. By your leave.
There we go. Just kind of continually poking and prodding. We're gonna start buying this.
Where to?
Oh boy. The middle stage, is more. I like to call it the team fight stage, but really it isn't as much. It's more of a solo pickoff stage, where the plan is you kind of want to find isolated heroes and you want to kill them. Roshan becomes a huge thing. That's this big old beastie over here. Just pinging for viewers. Sorry. That's Roshan. That's awkward. So Roshan, he's this big, massive bastard over here. Usually about, you know, at that part of the game, you'll see a Roshan become a really big thing. A lot of people will go for Roshans. Oh boy. Get owned.
I am honored.
We're actually gonna chakra magic her. Oh. But you see Roshan happen. During that time, a lot of teams also, some teams have the ability to do it beforehand.
I am honored.
That was pretty pro. That doesn't happen very often. Some teams are able to do it beforehand. It kind of depends on your team composition.
What's that you say?
But usually it doesn't happen until around like the 20-minute mark is usually a fairly good point in time for you should start suspecting Roshan attempts, that kind of stuff. It is that's one of the more fine nuances
Ooh, thanks.
to Dota, is kind of learning when these timers happen. Dota is ultimately a numbers game. When you learn these timers happen, that's your big point in time. The third is late game. This is when the game goes on. Your carry is probably 6 slotted, maybe even if you know you've got all the core items and stuff. Like, you're at a level where you're fairly confident in your team's ability to kill things, basically. Oh boy. He might actually be able to get a solo pickoff on him. There we go. We came in. We need wards up, actually. I think I'll probably have to buy those.
Beware the light. A leading light.
Buy it now. So let's pick up
Top tower is under attack.
some wards, as well as another one of those. We'll walk up top. Keeping the late game is it's very it kind of depends on how, like, your team's timing, though. All of these phases actually do. For example, the late game for this team is very late because they have a Necrophos. Necrophos is like he's an uber hard carry. Like, you know, he goes big late game. As well as Razor. Razor needs he can get a lot done if he gets a massive amount of items, but usually he won't. Oh boy, we're gonna have to use a very massive. There we go. Okay, he actually did it for us. That was the 9 in tower. We aren't gonna talk about that yet.
Milestone.
Maybe in another video. We're gonna walk back down bot.
Where was I?
Walking isn't the most. It's not the greatest way to move, but for what we're doing, we are gonna put a ward up here for rune wards. We haven't had to do runes yet. I probably won't touch on them because as a support, you don't. It's less important to have the wards as it is just to kind of know that they exist. There we go. Good work.
If you were me, you'd still be alive.
Oh boy.
Unstoppable.
I am honored.